What's up, boys? S1KDK back with another video. Today I'm going to do 5 things you should know before buying the 2023 S1000. I'm going to save the best for last, okay? So, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and let's get into it. The first thing you should know, obviously, I said it in one of my past videos, is that this bike is super expensive insurance-wise. If you're going to take a loan out, it's going to be payment-wise and maintenance-wise. All of the above, very expensive. And modification-wise, this bike is not meant for people who are, working a part-time job. This bike is not meant for people who are working while making minimum wage. I'm not trying to call you guys out. I'm just being honest. It is very expensive. For example, one of my oil changes I just got quoted it would be my second oil change, right? So you'd think it would be a little bit less. They quoted me $420 because they had to torque down some bolts, right? So the BMW dealership, I mean, it depends on your dealership and here and there, but $420 for an oil change is absolutely ridiculous. Me getting the flash or whatever, not the flash, but like taking the restrictions off of the bike at first when you first get it, it was around $300 something. I think it might have been $400. I kind of forgot. I should have looked at the paperwork. I'm sorry for that. Insurance, I'm 21 years old. I pay I pay $215 a month in insurance alone. A lot of you guys say that might not be worth it, but I am 21. I'm pretty young, and it's not always gonna be very cheap. This is a 1000cc bike. It goes well over 190 miles per hour if you were to tune it that way. It's a lot of people don't want you to have it on the street, and a lot of insurances are like, oh, well, you're a risk, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing that you guys should know is that stock exhaust is very quiet. You're going to be spending around $3,000 depending on how you do it. You can get a mid pipe, but I think that's a cheap way out. You're going to be spending around $3,000 to get the stock exhaust removed and put a new one on. As you can tell, this is not stock. I have the Akapovic full titanium exhaust and then the SE Project slip-on, but the stock exhaust is very quiet. I can see if I can find a clip in my folder or whatever I have on my computer to show you guys, but it is stupid quiet. You guys, most people are going to want to have a different exhaust right away, and you're going to be spending a lot of money. So just kind of put that in like your bill or whatever in your budget that you are going to be spending on this bike. The exhaust, the manifold cost me around $1,900 with tax and all that stuff, and the SE Project can was around $950 to $1,000 with tax and all that stuff. So now it sounds very good. I can start it up for you guys quick. This would be a cold start. But keep in mind, I spent around $3,000 on it, getting put on and all that stuff. So it sounds really good now. As you can tell, it's really loud. It sounds great. With the $3,000 exhaust, it sounds absolutely fantastic. So that is another thing that you guys should know before buying the 2023 S1000RR. Number 3, the next thing you know is all the features that it does have. This bike is jam-packed with features all around the bike. Let me go over here real quick. All around the bike, it is jam-packed. You have your different mode buttons. You have your heated grips, which is an option, by the way. Those are an option. You have your adjustable brake lever and your clutch lever, right? These are adjustable. This is another option that you guys can have. You guys have your cruise control. That is an option. That is not the base package. That I will be doing a different video, by the way, of the different options that this bike has and all the different, like, what is the base package, what is the M package. This is not the M package. This is kind of filled out with a bunch of options like the M Endurance chain, etc. But if I go down into the menu here, go over to settings, you can tell that this bike is jam-packed. It has Bluetooth, it has everything, it has traction control, it has cruise control, it has everything you might think of. It has slide control, wheelie control, stoppie control, heated grips, mode selection. This bike, you are able to, you see that? So there's rain mode, road mode, dynamic mode, Race Pro 1 modes, and you can configure Race Pro 1 modes into certain things that you want. So you can turn down wheelie control, traction control, engine brake, engine torque and stuff, the ABS, DDC, which is a suspension aspect, and everything else. This bike is jam-packed. It is amazing. And I have 3,200 miles on the bike. I kind of know what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff. I'm not like a pro or anything, but I can make this review perfect because I have so many miles on the bike, and I know what I like, I know what I don't, right? So that is the third thing. There are so many options on this bike. It is unbelievable. It is amazing. You guys will love it when you guys get it. You guys might be a little bit like blown away, like, oh, this is too much. Just give it some time. You guys will get it down. I got it down after a while. I still run in only race mode. I don't like to fuck around with Race Pro 1 or nothing like that. Going on to number 4, I'm pretty sure this is pretty self-explanatory, but this bike is not comfortable to sit on, and my girlfriend sits on the back. She absolutely does not like it. She likes riding. She doesn't like riding on the back of my bike. As you can see, that's a little Honda Gram there, but this is seriously like so small. Here's my hand for reference, and I have small hands. I'm not kidding. I have very small hands. Here's my hand for reference, and it is not cushiony at all. This seat is not that bad, but you are in a super aggressive riding position. It is not fun to ride in long distances. If you guys are riding for more than 2 hours, 3 hours straight, if you're like young like me, your back is gonna hurt and all that stuff. If you're older and you already have back problems, your back is going to hurt so much. And I can tell you that because I have a little bit of back problems. You're gonna have to stop every 30 minutes to an hour just to kind of relieve yourself and relieve your back. You know, there is different ways you can help, like the cruise control. You can set the cruise control on the highway, and you can kind of like release your hands from the bars here and just kind of cruise, you know what I'm saying? But it is still a very aggressive riding position, and it does not feel the greatest. And that is pretty self-explanatory. Every single sport bike is like that, right? But this is kind of a little bit over-exaggerated because this is a full-on race bike that is street legal. It's not the M1000RR by any means, but it is still an S1000RR, and it is a full-on race bike. People take this on the track all the time. They buy it for the track, all that stuff. So if you guys are expecting to buy this bike for a cruiser, I do not suggest it at all. And last but not least, number 5 is that this bike is heavily restricted from USA. It's kind of from the gentleman's agreement. You are not allowed to go over 180 something miles an hour. It's heavily restricted. The torque and the mid-range is horrible. Let me just say that. It is absolutely horrible. It felt like a 600 for the longest time. So please go get a tune if you're going to get this bike. Otherwise, you're not unlocking the full power of this bike, and you are not getting what you paid for at all. It is absolutely ridiculous how bad they make it from factory. So if you go to Brent Tune, make sure to use code S1KDK, selfless plug right there, but you will get 5% off on your purchase. This bike is pretty ridiculous. It's kind of hard. Oh god, there's a bee right there. Oh no. It's kind of hard to explain without you being on it yourself, but it is horrible. You genuinely feel like you're on a 600cc, and I've said this in my past few videos. It is still fun to ride, I'll say that, but it is not what it's supposed to be at all. This is a 1000cc bike, a 999 to be exact, and you aren't getting what you paid for at all. If you buy this bike, you are expecting to have it be ridiculously fast. Torque in all the gears, every single gear, 3,000 RPMs, and fourth gear you should have torque, right? That's how it should be, and Brand Tuning or BT Moto fixed that. So if you guys are looking to get this bike, make sure to put an extra $1,000 for your tune, right? And I've heard different things with your warranty and stuff like that. Honestly, it's worth it. And for the 6th thing, just a little extra one, the break-in miles suck. When you first get this bike, however many miles that you have, I had 12 on mine, I'm pretty sure, from the dealership, just from their little test rides and stuff like that they have to do. You have to wait 600 miles to unlock your bike, and it's still not even fully unlocking it. Those suck. You're not allowed to go full throttle. You can't have it in race mode. I mean, you could if you want, but I try to stay away from it. It said in the... If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. I answer back to every single comment for you guys, every single question that you guys have. If you guys don't want to leave a question in the comments because you kind of feel like it's a dumb question or something like that, anything is not a dumb question. Make sure to leave it in the comments. But if you still don't want to, go follow my Instagram at S1K_DK on Instagram and DM me any question that you have. I answer back all the time on there. I'm at 140 followers on there now. I post reels and stuff on there too and stuff like that. So if you guys want to support me more, go to there, follow me, DM me, whatever you want to do, whatever you guys want to talk about. I am 100% down to talk about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.